Hey yo, it's Wolf Attack. So, I just wanted to run you through the new online process of reserving for the Wilderness Campout in 2019. And I'm actually super thrilled about this update. So, one thing I will say is if you do prefer talking to a person, the phone method is still available. However, we do feel that this would be a little bit more convenient because they both do require a card and you can do it yourself. You can see the site that you want exactly. Anyway, so this year for 2019, the campout is actually going to be on August 2nd through the 4th. Now, you don't have to be here both nights, but those are the nights we're going to be here. It is going to ask you for a rig length. If you're bringing tents, select NA. If you actually have a camper, bring your kind of approximate it because it will allow you to select certain sites to see if it will actually fit. So it does give you two options here. Uh, it will give you the map view and then also list view. So if you prefer seeing linear, like outline, what's all available and not, uh, then you can use the list or you can use the map. I personally prefer the map as you can see the exact site. So now there are 4 different areas to keep in mind. There's the river, upper and shelters, Danville, and Point. Now, the host sites are going to be down in Danville, with the overflow being upper and shelters. Point has no electricity and is far a ways away from the host sites in Danville, and this is only a short little walk down the road. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Danville. Now, because I am a derp, uh, Site 17 is still available. I temporarily reserved it. Now, I will say when you click on a site to reserve it, it will temporarily reserve it for 20 minutes. That allows you to give enough time to put your information in, make sure you have all the information that Dodge County requires. So 17 is still available at the time of this recording because this is actually record 2. Yay, fun. So anyway, I'm going to example on 21. 19 and 20 are the host sites, with 18 also being a staff site. So for the most part, so I'm going to use 21. The site will be available. I'm not going to actually reserve it, so don't panic. So it will give you a little bit of information. It's an electric, any numbered site. 21, as long as it's not a letter with the second one, is electric. All the non-electrics are lettered. So keep that in mind. It does require a price difference. So I'm going to select this site. $24 a day for the electric, and then the online reservation fee, which also in-person phone fee, is $5. So that doesn't matter if you call it in or do it online. So it does its little thing. And like I said, it gives you 20 minutes to complete the reservation. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. All right, and now it's going to ask you a little bit of information about like that they're going to need. So you can have only up to 6 people per site. Keep this in mind. But you can have up to 6 adults. So let's just say I'm going to have a packed tent. Go ahead and select if you have motorhome, trailer, pop-up, or tent. How many vehicles? Let's just say 2 vehicles. Due to the number of parking, I do recommend if you can carpool, that would be preferred. But otherwise, there is plenty of parking available. You just may not be able to be right next to your site. Extra tents. So, and no children. So I'll continue here. Now it's going to ask me for some basic information. The asterisks are required. You can fill in the rest if you want. So I am going to do Wolfletech Awoo at host.wildernesscampout.org. And the more information you give, it's up to you, but this is all that they require. And I'm just doing this for an example too. So right now they've got my information, and this is the point where, so special requests, you can just leave a note being like pretty much whatever. It's not really required. And this is where you would put in your credit card information and stuff. And then there's also the policy terms and conditions. Firewood is included with inside your campout registration, so do not worry about getting any firewood when you show up. So the fee is non-refundable. What it will do is, as long as you cancel less than 7 days out, they'll give you credit for future camping. So that's good to know. Check-in, check-out time is at 1, and all this information is oh, so that's new. So actually, additional tents may be allowed on individual campsites where there's no more than 6 people on the site. There's no additional charge for the first extra tent. But $15 per tent fee is extra for each one. So good news, you can have 2 tents now, I guess, on the site. Yeah, they've changed some of the policies with this, so you just have to agree to the terms and conditions. And all of this information will be available on our campout website at wildernesscampout.org. So that being said, when you do that, when you click confirm, the timer is still down here. It'll have you verify, and then you'll continue past that. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know as Wolfletech or any of the campout staff, and we'll be happy to help however we can. Anyway, bye-bye for now, and hope to see you at the campout.